Hello everyone, I'm Shannon Slatton. The AMC movie theater in Maple Grove closed last month. It will be replaced by a first-of-its-kind home improvement store in the state.
It's a flagship store for the state of Minnesota. There won't be many of these in Minnesota, and it'll drive a lot of interest in the community outside of Maple Grove as well as within the city.
Atlanta-based Floor & Decor will replace the former movie theater. The company specializes in tile, stone, wood, and vinyl flooring. The concept plan also includes 3 new buildings on the nearly 10-acre site. The developer, Maplewood-based Launch Properties, says it's working hard to bring, quote, unique concepts to the area.
I'm hoping that the other things that you are bringing in are going to be things that will be exciting and different for the community, particularly because Arbor Lakes has just put a lot of investment into making things look very nice, and we're also renovating Main Street, so very interested in this area.
One issue that will have to be resolved is the Elm Creek Boulevard Main Street intersection. That area became busier after Total Wine moved in several years ago next to Nordstrom Rack. Brooklyn Park hired its first racial equity, diversity, and inclusion manager. And we got to sit down with Dr. Marcellus Davis for this week's Newsmakers.
Well, I have learned that we are a thriving community, that we're trying to eliminate any barriers to create all opportunities for our residents. There is a demographic shift in our community, and for many, that is an opportunity. We're bringing multiple perspectives to the tables, and we're building as a community a multiracial, multicultural community, and it's a beautiful thing. Right outside of the Twin Cities, we are one of the most racially diverse and culturally diverse communities with multiple language in the Twin Cities area, maybe even the state. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful time. One of the things I've also learned is that our region is very committed to the cleanliness and the purity of our water. So the themes that emerge from our rivers is really important to the city. So it's been a great learning opportunity, and I'm hopeful that the learning will continue.
Okay. What goals do you have to talk about, or what are you working on?
Great question. I am currently working on collaborating with Brooklyn Park community and Brooklyn Park organizations to create opportunities for sustained work towards racial healing and racial reconciliation in our community. Over the course of hundreds of years for some, over the last couple years for some, we have been hit with a lot of racial trauma. In our neighboring city, Brooklyn Center, in our neighboring city, a little further south, Twin Cities, as well as east, we have been experiencing a lot of hurt and a lot of racially charged trauma. So putting together opportunities to support communities and individuals how to reconcile with that racial trauma is the work. And I wanted to be very clear that it's not something that is Baskin-Robbins, the 31 flavors of the month. Rather, it is something that has to be sustained over a course of time. It will take time for us to heal from all that we've been enduring. I'm always paying homage to those that have paved the path for me to be here. Dr. Carter G. Woodson, who in the early 1926 created National Negro Week to really create a platform to highlight the achievements of African Americans and provide an insight to the African American everyday lives. And in 1976, through a lot of effort by Black student activism and Black organizations, 1976, it became a full month. So just making sure that I am an example on a daily basis of what Black history looks like on a daily basis, and I have a lot of shoulders that I'm standing on. So I'm very appreciative of my ancestors before me.
Dr. Marcellus Davis with the City of Brooklyn Park, thank you for being here today.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
A new exhibit at the Robbin Gallery brings together two local artists. Here's CCX News reporter Jason Malello.
Andrea Cantor calls her new exhibit Urban Anarchaeology.
Trying to put the words anarchy and archaeology together.
Cantor started out working with paint only, but that didn't feel like enough.
So I started working with different kinds of paper and other kinds of material, cardboard, bubble wrap, crap I found on the floor.
Cantor also hit the streets, collecting what she calls remnants.
Digging through things, which is where I came up with the feeling that I was like an archaeologist digging through stuff.
As a resident of South Minneapolis, Cantor witnessed the unrest and destruction following the killing of George Floyd. She says the metal scraps and burned books in some of her art are tributes to community upheaval and also to hope.
Representing different layers of time or different layers of thought or different ideas.
Abstract art like Cantor's isn't for everyone.
People either love abstract art or they hate it, I think.
But what she really wants is for people to just give it a chance.
I think sometimes people who hate it haven't really looked at it that much or thought about it, or they always, well, what's it supposed to be? And some of this I'm thinking, I hope people realize that maybe it isn't supposed to be anything specific, it's what can you find in it.
Also exhibiting right now at Robbin Gallery is Jean Aaron. She is a lifelong artist and inspired by nature. You can see the fine detail of flowers and leaves in her work. The Crossing Boundaries exhibit, featuring Aaron and Cantor's work, runs through February 26th. Jason Malillo, CCX News.